Hi there, and welcome back to Two Chicks Going Green. Today I am at the beautiful beach that is by my house here in Delray Beach, so welcome. A couple of weeks ago, I went on an amazing hiking trip in Utah and visited some of the national parks there. I went on a road trip and went to Bryce Canyon and Arches. And one of the items that I realized that I couldn't live without on that trip and on any trip is my Epic water bottle filter. I am not exaggerating when I say that I use it on every single trip that I am on, no matter what kind of a trip that is. So I figured I'd make a whole video dedicated to it because it really is one of my favorite eco-friendly travel must-have items. So in today's video, I'm going to share some of the really important issues surrounding single-use plastic water bottles, as well as give you an unsponsored, honest, and detailed review of the Epic water bottle filter based on my experience using mine for the past few years. Also, make sure you look in the description below for details to an Epic sponsored giveaway on our Instagram page in which you could win your own filtering water bottle, as well as a 20% discount code if you decide to purchase from Epic yourself. Now, I find that having a water bottle filter on trips is great for a number of reasons. Number one, it helps me prevent single-use plastic waste. Number two, it keeps me healthy because this way I make sure that I drink enough water because I always have my water bottle with me, and it ensures that the water that I am drinking is clean. Number three, and this one is a big one if you try to be as budget friendly as you can on trips like I do, and that is the fact that you will not have to spend any money on water on the trip. Nowadays, there is no need to be spending your hard-earned money on water if you live or are visiting somewhere that has running water. And in reality, when you purchase disposable water bottles, you're not paying for the water, you're actually paying for the plastic. The companies producing them, like Coca-Cola and Nestle, really only care about profit and not where these bottles end up, which is why single-use plastic water bottles are one of the biggest sources of environmental plastic waste on the planet, along with plastic bags. They are causing so much damage, especially because if they end up in the environment, they take hundreds of years to degrade, eventually turning into microplastics. They never really cease to exist. Plus, the huge amounts of non-renewable resources like water and oil that are needed to make these single-use plastic water bottles makes them so wasteful. The USA alone uses over 17 million barrels of oil annually to make plastic water bottles. That's enough to fuel 1.3 million cars for a year. And this statistic doesn't even include the oil used for transportation. What's worse is that people buy plastic water bottles thinking that they're cleaner, healthier water, but studies done show quite the opposite. Plastic single-use water bottles can contain harmful toxins which leach from the plastic into the water, and hundreds of microplastics, which are super dangerous to us as well. So they're also extremely unhealthy. I've linked an informative article on the topic below if you want to read more. Something else that people don't usually realize is that plastic water bottles are the cause for so many droughts in so many places around the world. These giant corporations that make these single-use plastic water bottles are draining aquifers and groundwater without any repercussions. And there's lots of documentaries on this huge issue. I found them to be super informative and super eye-opening. So if you have the time, go ahead and take a look at those. I've linked a few that I like in the description below. Our second eco challenge also talks about how you can prevent the use of plastic single-use water bottles in your daily life. So make sure to check that video out as well. All this being said, I get that in some places it is necessary to buy plastic packaged water bottle because there isn't any access to clean running water. And that issue definitely needs to be resolved, and it is a growing issue in some third world countries. But for places like here in the US where we have access to running water, you can have your reusable water bottle with you and take it everywhere that you go like I do, and just fill up at the many places that you can do so, or have a filter at home, which most people do. However, I know that it isn't that easy when you are on a trip, or if you for some reason can't or don't have a water filter at home, and in those cases, in come the Epic water bottle filter to save the day. These super useful filters, depending on the type, can prevent around 550 to 750 single-use plastic water bottles from ever being used. So they are great for anyone, but they are especially wonderful, like I said before, for people who like to travel like Amanda and I do. They also make for a really wonderful eco-friendly gift. The best part of this product to me is the fact that you can fill up at any tap, like literally any tap. And like I said before, this means that I don't have to produce any waste. It means that I don't have to spend any money, and it means that I don't get sick from the local water, which happened to me a few times when I was younger. Epic Water Filters is a small eco-friendly company based in Colorado that is making a huge effort to prevent single-use plastic waste by offering a solution to plastic water bottles. They make all of their filters here in the US, and they will soon be making all of their products here as well, which is such great news. My favorite part about this company, apart from the fact that they are just so nice and so sweet and they have amazing company values, is the fact that you can use your own water bottle with one of their filters if it is compatible. They have filters that come with a bottle lid that fits a Nalgene, Hydro Flask, Camelback, Takea, or Hydrocell bottle if you already own one. And I absolutely love this because it means that you don't have to just go buy something unnecessarily to use their water bottle filters. Just make sure that you have the right fit, since this all depends on the cap size and the size of the bottle. Something else I really love is that they also offer stainless steel and glass bottles, which is really tough to find for a filtering water bottle. Trust me, I spent hours one time looking. So far, I've purchased a few different items from Epic. I've gifted a few of the filtering water bottles to friends and family. I gifted one of the Outdoor Adventure Filter Nalgene bottles to my brother at Christmas a few years ago because he loves to go camping and be in the outdoors. My mom had a Camelback, and I gifted her the compatible top and filter, and she used it on her last trip and was so happy with it. And my best friend Bettina says that she loves her stainless steel vacuum sealed bottle that I gave her because she just really loves cold water. Finally, I had purchased one of the Epic Glass Urban Filtering water bottles, and I had used it on every single trip for the past few years. Unfortunately though, my glass bottle broke a few months ago when I got back from a hiking trip. So I figured it was time to bite the bullet and get myself a new filter anyhow, because it had already been 2 to 3 years. So I went ahead and got the replacement to a Nalgene bottle because I found one that I had from college that could work along with one of the filters that they offered. I really love the new cap, and I am so happy that I had my filter for my last couple of trips. Just be aware that the cap could leak a little if it ends up like upside down in the car for quite a while and maybe like the road is a little bumpy. And that happened to me, and I contacted Epic about it, and they said, oh, maybe you have a faulty cap, and they sent me another one to try out. And really I had no issue, and Amanda tried hers as well. So as you can see, nothing spills. Like in the car, I just think it had to do more with the fact that we were on a bumpy road and there was vibration. But do make sure that you always push this sippy part all the way back in, and that kind of stops any water from getting out. I had also emailed Epic when my glass bottle broke because most of their bottles have a lifetime warranty, which is great. And I was curious if the glass one did too, so I was just asking, and they sent me a new one right away. Check it out. It's so pretty, right? Since getting mine years ago, they've updated the design to a sturdier one, so I'm excited to use it and see how it goes. So I'll probably use that glass one on road trips and day trips and stuff like that because I really do prefer drinking out of glass. And I'll just continue to use my Nalgene on trips where I'm flying to a location or I'm camping and hiking, since it is lighter weight and I don't have to worry about throwing it around. I do love drinking out of glass when I have the choice though, so thank you Epic for sending me my new water bottle. Just a quick little note, just in case, always drink from it while it's vertical. Don't put it horizontal because then the filter won't work. Care for these filters is super easy too. When the filter needs to be washed, you can just rinse it with warm water. I take it out and let it dry completely for about 2 days after each trip, and then I wash the bottle with soap and water. Just make sure you never use soap on the actual filter. And that's that. Price range for these filters alone is around $30 and around $40 if it comes with a bottle. So make sure you use the link and the discount code in the description below to get 20% off. They offer 2 types of filters: urban filters made for tap water from any faucet, and adventure filters made for water taken directly from lakes and rivers. I now have both filters, which is awesome, but in the past few years I had only had the urban water filter, and I would use my Sawyer water filter for when I would go backpacking, just because it was so lightweight and so small, and it was a little bit easier to filter water for cooking and for refilling my water bladder, you know, the one that you put in your backpack. But if you don't go backpacking and you just go camping and hiking, then having both of those filters is perfect because you can just interchange them depending on where you are on your trip. Note that the outdoor filter is a little bit tougher to drink from, but that's only because it filters out more stuff than the regular urban filter. Speaking of which, the filters both remove over 99.99% of contaminants. You can read specifics about what all they each filter out on their FAQ page, which I'll link in the description below. And they will each filter approximately 75 to 100 gallons of water. So if the bottle is only being used on trips, then it can last you 2 to 3 years. But if you're using it daily, then it's supposed to be changed every 3 to 4 months. And if this is the case, you might want to join their Clean Water Club, where you can save 20% every time you purchase from them, and where you can get replacement filters sent to you as regularly as you would like. Now, something super cool that Epic also has is a filter recycling program, where you can get a free filter when you send back 3 to 4 used ones. And I can't wait to use this in the coming years. I've linked information on this program as well in the description below. They also offer home water filtering products and solutions like pitchers and faucet kits, so make sure you check those out if you're interested. Last but not least, they offer free shipping on all orders, and they ship completely plastic free, which is great. So if you ask me if I recommend the Epic water bottle filter and bottles, I 100% do. This has been, like I said, one of my favorite eco-travel must-haves over the past few years. And if you're like me and you also go on hiking trips, make sure that you get that adventure filter as well. Well, that's about it for this video. I've included a link to Epic's website as well as that 20% off coupon code in the description below. And I hope you found this video helpful and informative. And if you did, please, please, please give it a big thumbs up. I've also included links to any videos of interest or videos that I've mentioned, as well as those really informative articles and documentaries on the topic. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. I've also included our Ko-fi page in the description below, where you can go ahead and donate or support us morally with a coffee or whatever way you'd like to support us. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we have all sorts of living green and living more sustainably type videos, tips and tricks, eco-friendly gift ideas, other eco product reviews, eco challenges, all that sort of stuff. So I hope that you join us, and thank you so much for watching today, and we hope to see you on the next video. Bye. All done. Now I'm gonna go run and something.